You know him well, the novelty artist that took the world by storm. I'm staring at my butt in the mirror. It was one of the most original and funny acts I have ever seen. Watch as we follow his rise to the top. No, the first record was a hit. The second one did better. And fall to the bottom. It was a betrayal on everything we knew about the guy. This is the story of Johnny Butts. Tonight on Unbelievably Stupid Rock and Roll Stories. Johnny Butts was born under Jonathan Leibowitz on March 3, 1961, raised in Hamilton, Ontario. Even at a young age, music was in his blood. See, you can tell because he's pretending to play drums as a baby. He's not a drummer, but you know, it's music, so it counts, I guess. His passion for music led to him forming a band in high school called the Rock and Rollers. This is their only recording. Rock and roll! Rock and roll! Rock and roll! Rock and roll! It was pretty much just that for 20 minutes. They did have instruments, they just chose not to use them. Johnny dropped out of school when he was 17, and mostly did janitorial work for the next 6 years. Life was at a halt for Johnny, until one day he had a stunning revelation. One day I was really high, and I discovered that the word butt is funny. Johnny would use his comedic knowledge to impress his colleagues, often replacing lyrics in popular songs with the word butt.
Yeah, he was great. Like Power of Love would come on the radio, and he would replace the word love with butt. I tell ya, it was so funny, I still tell my kids that.
Johnny Leibowitz was determined to bring his act to the stage, but first, he needed a new name. I went with the name Johnny Butts because, you see, butt's a universal, man. Like, everyone has a butt. We all sit on our butts, we all wipe our butts. I lived in Hamilton, which smelled like a butt. It's beautiful, you know, it's a work of art. He had the name, but now all he needed was the music. Some of my early material was pretty choppy. I heard that Steve Winwood song, Higher Love, on the radio, but I thought he was saying pile of love. So, you know, I changed it to a pile of butts. With a bad karaoke tape of Higher Love in one hand, and a bunch of lyrics scrawled on a napkin in the other, Johnny Butts was about to make history. Bring me a pile of butt, oh. Bring me a pile of butt. Where's that pile of butt I've been thinking of? The crowd loved it, but most importantly, it caught the attention of music manager Todd Philmont. I thought it was one of the most original and funny acts I have ever seen. Of course, I was heavily under the influence of cocaine at the time, but that is a part of my life I unfortunately cannot take back. After he had met Todd, Johnny's career was about to go off with a bang. I'm staring at my butt in the mirror. I'm wondering if I should shave. It was quite special. He was a funny and talented artist. Let's butt. Put on your butt shoes and fuck the blues. It's not just me replacing certain words with the word butt. You know, like, each song reveals a little piece of my soul. Nothing compares to butts. A really funny guy and a really talented singer. Not a lot of people bring that up. Butt, boo, butt, boo, butt, boo, but yeah. There was Butt of Glory, Total Eclipse of the Butt, Our Butts Are Sealed. There was also his parody of Baby Got Back, which honestly was a little redundant, but still a great body of work. Johnny's career went on strong for a full 10 years, with several albums going gold or platinum. I molded 2 of them together. See what I did there? Johnny Butts was not just a star, he was a legend of novelty music. You know, so basically the only real competition for him was like Weird Al or somebody. You know, not really a high entrance pool. If there's only one other person you can compete with. You know, I'm not saying he's overrated or anything, I'm trying to be subjective here, but you know, Just saying. Just bringing that out there. So anyways, this is the part where his career goes to shit.
It was 1988. My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion was a huge hit. It was freaking everywhere. And everybody was saying, Johnny, when are you going to make What My Butt Will Go On? My butt will go on. Where's My Butt Will Go On?
I was well aware of the anticipation of what I was going to do with this Celine Dion song. But honestly, I'm a person, and who is a person who doesn't change? Johnny made a bold decision, and it backfired.
You'll stay forever this way. You are safe in my ass. My ass will go on and on, probably. It was a betrayal in everything we knew about the guy. I mean, his name is Johnny Butts, not Johnny Ass.
I think the main problem was that the word butt is always going to be funnier than the word ass.
On Break My Ass, I Believe I Can Ass, Barbie Ass. This album was awful.
At the time, I just wanted an edgier sound, and honestly, I'm not really surprised that it backfired. Backfired. Johnny's popularity nosedived. The fallout led to Johnny turning to drugs and alcohol. By the way, what's going on in this picture? I heard he's trying to snort cocaine up his butt, or maybe he's sitting on the cocaine. Either way, it's embarrassing. It was a dark time in my life. I felt trapped, like I was in a dark hole of my own shit. So it was like I was trapped in a butt. My butt. Whoa. Johnny checked himself into rehab in 2003. But he didn't find his true solace until he talked to his good friend, Gene Simmons. What I said to Johnny was, the key to true happiness in life is to sell your likeness to as much merchandise as possible. And then I said that all the depressed people should kill themselves, and that sexism doesn't exist. And with that, Johnny Butt started licensing his name to coffins, tank tops, dildos, and those stupid fucking grills that don't work! It can't grill shit! He also made his official comeback to music with the album Butt Pop. I came in like a wrecking butt. Please buy the song on iTunes. Please don't stream it, or I won't get the royalties. A lot of people say to me, Johnny, you're a has-been. Your shtick got old in the 80s. Nobody cares about you anymore. But to that I say, I have a lot of money. And honestly, what else do you need in life? Next time on Unbelievably Stupid Rock and Roll Stories. Kenny G. Why? Why did we? Why?